Hey guys, this is Voice of Fate from Reality Comics, and welcome to our first Injustice tournament. The great folks at Empire's Comics Vault helped put this together. This was held on June 3rd. If you didn't get a chance to come out and play with us, there's going to be a little bit of the gameplay of the tournament that went down. Our first match, jumping right into it, we have Michael and Andreas. Michael is playing as Dr. Fate, and Andreas is playing as Black Canary. Now, this match was really good. Off the bat, mind you, these two people haven't really played this game at all, so you're going to see a little bit of a slower paced fight. But Michael, playing as Dr. Fate, really got his zoning down. I mean, you can see he's keeping his distance. He's using those power-ups to kind of either draw power or suck power. But Black Canary, being a close combat person, Andreas was really coming in there trying to find his spacing and really jump into the fight. But Michael, off of the great combo right there, Black Canary is basically just close up, trip, but man, that scream of hers is deadly. Now, so what we're doing, basically give you a little bit of an idea of what we want to do with this tournament system, is every month we want to put together a different tournament around a different game or around the same game. Our initial, debut was with Injustice 2. This game came out not too long ago, a couple of weeks, from NetherRealm Games with Ed Boon, who I got to meet actually at Comic-Con last year when he was debuting the game. I'll put a picture up later on about this on our Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram. But yeah, so I got a chance talking about this game and what were they trying to accomplish. And I think when the game launched, we all realized it's probably one of the best fighting games of all time. Well, to me at least. Having the loot system where you're always finding different pieces to add to your costume was a great replay value. I've been playing this game ever since. I've been trying to unlock everybody, get different pieces of armor, epic gear, common gear, doesn't matter, just make your character look great. Now back to the fight, you can see Michael's putting in that work. Black Canary's getting dealt with, but right before he wins, Black Canary hits him with that damn super move that basically just cans over the fight. That super move was unblockable no matter what position that Michael was in. That was an overhead super move that triggers it. So first round goes to Andreas. Best of 3 rounds. So round 2, let's get this on. Michael now has his positioning a little bit better. His zoning looks a lot better. Keeping his distance, trying to not get hit by that Black Canary sound wave. Once again, remember, these two people are basically playing the game for the first time. They got a chance to do warm-ups from 1 to 3, but now in the tournament, win, lose, or draw, you got to come out with your best strategy. So let's check it out, a little bit more gameplay. As you can see, the fight is still pretty much an even fight. Michael's hitting his moves, Andreas is hitting his combos, but for the most part, the fight is still about even. Health bars just about the same. By the way, we're playing on tournament mode, so everything is just cosmetic. Everybody's a level 1, so hit points, damage, it's all the regular. Nothing is enhanced, so no one's getting an advantage over each other. So we recorded all of this. Also, we were wondering how we got this game capture. We were streaming live on Twitch on the 3rd when we were doing the tournament. So we pulled the Twitch stream down, and I'm obviously narrating over it. But the great Twitch recorder, because we looked up to the Empire Comics internet and we streamed it live. We're going to be streaming all the tournaments every time we do a tournament live on Twitch on the Reality Comics Twitch channel. So if you haven't had a chance to actually come and play, you can always watch what's going on live. By the way, the score so far is 1-1. Michael finally got a win, but now Black Canary is coming back, hitting him hard now. Black Canary has Andrea has his combos down, and he's relentlessly getting that close-in suplex move that Black Canary is known for in this game. But at the same time, Michael's still, he's working on the projectiles. He's working on the zoning, trying to put together a good combo here. He currently has his enhanced abilities with his gauntlets. So let's see how this fight plays out a little bit. Right now, Black Canary has the advantage. So let's see if Andreas can close out this match, or can Michael come back with a good, comeback move. Well, there it is. They're both now on their final health bar. So, ooh, See, every time that's a little too early there. He could have probably saved that when he was in the combo and it triggered that mid combo, but Michael went for the gamble and he, lost his shirt. So now without a super move and Andreas has a full super bar, you can only know what's going to happen next. He's going to hit him with that super move eventually before this match is over. Well, there it is. An unblockable super move every time, giving Andreas the victory in the first round. Obviously, he's going to move on to the next round. Michael was eliminated from the championship section, but he'll be back in the loser circle, or the road to redemption as we called it. So first round goes to Andreas. He's moving on. Next, let's go to Dominic and Destiny. Now, these two people, once again, haven't played the game all too much, so we're going to see how these two go at it. Dominic is obviously going to be playing as his favorite Superman, and you have Destiny coming in as Victor himself, Cyborg. So unlike the previous two, they had a chance to really practice with these two characters in warm-up, so you can see right off the bat Destiny's hitting him with crazy combos, just pounding and pounding and pounding. But a little bit of environmental save there from Superman, aka Dominic. He's trying to work his angle, but as you can see, Destiny just has a handle on Cyborg, and it looks like she just might pull off the first round of the health bar. Not to be outdone, it looks like Dominic has finally found his footing. Uppercut, a little bit into a combo for a setup there, and yeah. Who knows? He might just make a comeback before. Oh, there it is. Superman finally came back. Nope. Victor got that one. So remember, best of 3 rounds. Round 1 is still seemed like it's being won by Destiny, but Dominic just recovered. Tie game. Going into their final health bar. Let's see how this plays out. Superman in the right person's hands is a really deadly character, because he not only can he fly, but he has a lot of parries and a lot of enhanced abilities if you're using his health, his super bar correctly. Like that move right there, great move. Then you can pop him up into another combo. But Victor, not to be outdone, also has some really cool projectiles. Like that little robot right there, little vacuum cleaner. It just keeps going and going until it hits its opponent. So he has some projectiles to use, but is he going to use them correctly? So we just see Superman right there with the environmental hit. Close game. Who's going to get this first round, though? That's the question. Is Superman going to pull it off? Oh, luckily they both have a full super bar, so they're probably going to gamble and be a draw here. Yeah, there we go. So they both wagered. So now just a matter of who gets the first combo off. If Victor gets it, he wins. Superman gets his combo on. Oh, there it is. First round goes to Dominic with that grab and throw. And I love these little post-game cutscenes, this little animation they have here. Really cool touch, showing how the power of each character really is. Superman obviously doesn't give an F, destroy the ground, superhero landing style. So round 2, Dominic is up 1. And now we kind of see a little bit more of Dominic's range here, dodging all those attacks, coming right in with a couple of combos, a couple of uppercuts, a little repetitive there, but once again, this is their first time really playing the game, so you can't blame them for using the same move over and over again. Ooh, another environmental there. See, the environmental things really changed up the game, because if you need an escape, an environmental is going to save you real quick, give you a little bit of an open to go into a good combo situation. But yeah, round 2 looks like it's all Dominic, as he is, finally found his groove with Superman. He knows exactly what moves to go to, and he's just grabbing and pounding and just doing his thing. So there you go. First punch ends Victor's first set of life bar. Now he's on to his final life bar, and Dominic is barely even halfway through his second into his first. So he has a great advantage going into this second round. And if I can predict, I can probably say that Dominic's going to go ahead and move on, knowing how much life he has and just the lack of landing by Destiny on her side with the combos with Victor. Let's see how this plays out, though. Could be a surprise. Up, look at that, great recovery. So not only did she get a chance to recover all of her lost stamina, but now she's in the momentum where she now has her combo style is going on. But at the same time, Superman does still have half a life to go, and he's going to use that with that super move. And this thing is beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is straight out of Man of Steel style with General Zod. You know, that grabbing in that final hit, that's going to end it for Destiny. Dominic is moving on with that super move save. The super moves are amazing. The way each character's super moves really, focuses on their power is great. But once again, Dominic is moving on. So our next fight is Matteo versus Augustine. Matteo is actually the youngest person in this tournament. He's playing as Batman, and Augustine is coming in as Green Arrow himself. Now these two are actually well matched skill wise, so this should be an interesting fight. Batman, there you go, just hitting with the kegs. Ollie can't handle that. A double dash probably would have saved him, but nonetheless, Matteo's getting the upper hand here. Like I said, these two are well matched, but it's gonna see, is Ollie's projectile gonna save him, or is Batman gonna be more of a close range fighter, getting in and taking advantage of some of Batman's parry abilities? Right now you can see in Augustine's hands, Green Arrow is great for air defense, because he can hit him from any angle with his bows. But at the same time, Batman, it's a force to reckon with. He's still Batman, but let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh, who's gonna land first? There's a couple of invisible frames that gives Matteo that upper hand, and he gets his super. So obviously the super is gonna take out a lot of Augustine's health, and hopefully let's see if he can recover from this, because Matteo still has his first set of health still full. There it is. So he recovers, but at a disadvantage to Augustine. He still has 3/4 of his final life left, while Matteo still has a full bar. So let's see who wins this round. A couple of those missed combos is really going to cost him. It's really going to cost him down the end, because Matteo only has to land just 2 good combos, and he has that first victory. And looks like there it is, uppercut. Augustine's last 4 hits didn't register. He completely missed his last 4 attempts, and that might have cost him that round. But Matteo now goes up 1-0 out of the best of 3, and it looks like they're going to do a rematch with both characters again. So let's jump into round 2. A couple of missed hits from both sides. Batman missing with that throw of the civilian, and Green Arrow missing with those upper 3 arrow shots. But at the same time, looks like Arrow is coming back here. Looks like Arrow's making more of a dent in the health than Batman has. That twirl of the bow is a deadly force. Ooh, and there we go. Next into the transition effect. Batman is getting hit with crazy amounts of damage. Looks like this first bit of a round's gonna go to Green Arrow if he can land just one more punch, and there it is. So with half a first life left, hopefully this will give Green Arrow the advantage to win this round and kind of make this more competitive and give it a 1-1 draw. But let's see how this goes. Batman seems to be parrying a lot with that uppercut, but Green Arrow, oh, there it is, super move. That's gonna cost Matteo a lot there. Now there's a myth that I've been reading about, that if you press the face buttons during a super move per hit, it kind of adds a little bit more damage to it. I haven't verified that, but it is a rumor going out, so try it out when you're playing Injustice. But there you go, Augustine recovers, so it's tied 1-1 going to the final round. They're both evenly matched. They seem to know how to use each of their players well. So let's go with the final 3rd round. They're both coming back as Batman and Green Arrow again. So let's see how this plays out. Remember, the winner of this round moves on to play the winner of Andreas and Dominic in the next round. Ooh, it looks like a little bit of hesitation there on Green Arrow's side. He's a little bit preemptive with his strikes. But at the same time, he's still hitting Batman with those good uppercuts, but Batman's still recovering, and those bats are going to hurt. Oh, there they are, those 2 little bats. And Batman's cape parry is amazing. It blocks just about everything you hit him with, and then he opens you up with another parry after you hit him. So he gives you that nice block and then a parry that goes into a nice combo if you can land those combos. Now it looks like Green Arrow finally is doing some zoning here with to like kick to the face in midair. The Batman strikes again. Here we go. So Batman's kind of cornered here. You know, a little bit of an Ali. Oh, is he gonna hit him with a up? Good job with the block by Augustine, and he levels up the playing field. So now they're both on their final set of health, but obviously Green Arrow has a little bit less due to the first couple of hits he took. Batman's got him now, but can Augustine return it and keep him in the corner and just do his damage? There you go. A little bit unfair to keep him in the corner, but it's also up to Matteo to counter out and do a couple of corner escapes, but he hasn't. Augustine lets him out, and the fight is looking pretty good. Batman has this in the book, and if this lands, oh, he missed what would have been a great counter. Well, there it is. Matteo defeats Augustine in the first round. Moving on, Matteo's going to fight the winner of Andreas versus Dominic. But before we go there, we start another set of fights. The losers from the previous round are going to go ahead and fight each other. Michael versus Destiny in a recovery match. Hopefully these two will give us a better fight than what they previously did in the first round. So what we're going to have here is going to have the winners of the recovery redemption road, the loser basically, Michael, Destiny, and Augustine. They're going to fight out on their end, and then the winner's side with Andreas, Dominic, and Matteo are going to fight it out on their end, and then the winner from both sides is going to meet again in the finals to decide who is truly the best Injustice fighter in this tournament. So enjoy this fight. Michael obviously is coming in as Batman, and Destiny is Poison Ivy. Green Ivy. Who the hell is Green Ivy? Off the bat, you can see that Batman actually kind of has this in the book. Michael is using a lot of the Batman parry and combo setups, but once again, that little green monster from Poison Ivy's, you can't hit it, so it's just launching projectiles at you as you're still trying to fight, and it's giving I keep saying Green Ivy, Poison Ivy, a lot of an advantage here. I don't know who this Green Ivy lady is, but I want to meet her. And there we go. First round goes to Mike. Well, let's see if he can keep this up, because Poison Ivy is no joke when used properly. And with this little monster coming in, hitting him from across the screen. Look, he's off screen and he's still hitting with projectiles. This thing is a great addition to help you if you're in a dangerous situation. And with that little assistance, Poison Ivy gets that evening out score. So now they're both on their final life with about the same amount. So let's see how Michael and Destiny battle this out. Are they going to both wager their health meters, or who's going to win this one? They're probably going to both clash and even out. There you go, as predicted. But so now there's no special meters. It's all straight combos and how to use your character the best. So let's see what Michael does. Oh, with the stage transition from the Kryptonite Punch. This is this looking really good for Michael right here. Batman looks to be, his favorite character that he's using right now with the most effectiveness. And let's see if he can keep this up. Once again, the projectile from that little monster from Poison Ivy is doing damage off screen. But Michael seems to recover just fine, and he's hitting Destiny with enough combos to keep him in the lead. And a couple more, he should be good. But, oh, there we go. One more punch, and Michael can take this round easily. Oh, with the parry from the cape with a counter. Batman's vicious with that parry counter. He's a vicious character. That parry counter is no joke. Round one goes to Michael, and they're both doing a rematch with the same characters. I'm guessing Destiny has some faith in Poison Ivy that we don't know about, so let's see how this plays out. Good slide for Michael there. It's a good slide. That's a good 3-hit combo right there from Michael, kind of keeping the pace here and being a dictator of this whole match. We have yet to see Destiny use any of her super meter to help advance the cause of her fight, but hopefully she might be saving that for a super move down the line. But for right now, she needs to be doing something because Michael is taking her to the cleaners with his use of Batman here. And we might be seeing a 1-2 finish from Michael here because Destiny, even though she's making contact, Batman still has a sizable advantage over her in the health department. And if he keeps oh, there we go. That was amazing. Great recovery from that initial hit from Batman. Michael working on his zoning here, kind of keeping her at a distance. Here we go. Who has the most super meter to bet? It looks like Poison Ivy's going to take this one over Batman. And so she might get a health regen. Nope, Batman gets it with the attack. She didn't even bet anything. Wow, I'm surprised she didn't bet anything because now that just gave the whole match to Michael. She could have changed the course of this whole match, but now Michael is an advantage to land a couple more punches. And there you go. I'm so surprised that she didn't bet anything on that clash bit because that would have given her at least a 25% health boost. But Michael moves on to the next round, and next we have Dominic versus Andreas to see who moves on to take on Matteo in the winners finals. Andreas is back playing as his Black Canary, and Dominic is in here as Wonder Woman. Let's see, will the Amazonian powers give Dominic this win, or is Black Canary scream enough to give Dominic this advantage over, give Andreas this advantage over Dominic?
Oh, shut up.
You know, they really got to patch that scream from Black Canary because as you can see across the map, Dominic is still getting hit by that scream from Andreas. Andreas is really just, mastering this match right now. Really not giving Wonder Woman anything to use. A lot of just avoiding that lasso and hitting him with heavy punches that lead to devastating combos. But that being said, right when I say it looks like Dominic has found his footing with Wonder Woman and he is laying down some of that Amazonian beatdown that we're so used to seeing. And with that, Dominic has somewhat evened the match. But with Andreas having a little bit of an advantage over Dominic, and oh my god, that scream is deadly. That is a deadly scream. They both have their health, the super meters up, so who's going to trigger theirs first and hopefully give them the advantage? Looks like Andreas is going to hit him with it, and once again, this move is unblockable. Doesn't matter where he hits you from, it's an over the head, unblockable super move animation. And like that, Dominic is now down a substantial amount of health, and Andreas needs to hit him with just one more punch, and he has this in the bag. But can he land a punch though? Jeez, it looks like Dominic might make the recovery for this. And there it is across the map with the screen, giving Andreas this first win. Black Canary is an amazing character if you can use her right, and right now you're seeing just how well she could be used. Dominic switches out to go to Superman. Great decision, giving more of aerial supremacy here. But even then, what's going to happen? Looks like Black Canary is still dominating the map. Honestly, in real life, Superman would have won this match, but obviously in the video game, Black Canary has much of a chance. And it looks like Andreas is using her just right to kind of give himself that edge that he's looking for. A lot of zoning, a lot of screaming, and then a lot of close. There we go once again. Oh, good job on the block. That was the first time we've seen that move blocked all tournament long. But there is Andreas once again coming in for that scream. He misses, and Superman gets his first win. of this round. Let's see if Andreas can even this out soon, because if he doesn't, Dominic is going to take him to the cleaners and even out this match at 1-1. With a sliver of health left, Black Canary finally gets Superman down to his final health. But Superman does have an advantage over Black Canary on the health department, so let's see if he can take advantage of this added advantage and close out this round. Andreas is making a great comeback here, but Dominic is still answering every combo with another combo of his own, blocking everything. And there you have it. Andreas skillfully triggers that super move again, giving him that nice advantage over Dominic. This punch lands. All he needs to do is just hit him with 2 more clean combos and Andreas can move on. But will he do it? Will Dominic survive? Will Dominic recover? And it looks like Andreas has taken out Dominic 2-0 with that amazing recovery, because he was on the ropes for a minute there. We thought he was going to lose, but Black Canary is too good, and Andreas moves on to take on Matteo. On the other side, we have Augustine taking on Michael to see who moves on from Redemption Road finals to go meet the winner of Matteo and Andreas on the other side. Augustine's coming out as Flash, and Michael is sticking to his favorite Dr. Fate. And oh wow, Dr. Fate is doing damage to projectile, and zoning and distance is really the key for him here. Flash can't even get close to him. I guess he's vulnerable to magic. A lot of missed opportunities for Flash. Too much jumping. Should have went in for the hits. But is Augustine in trouble? Oh my god, what a move. Dr. Fate taking out the Flash. Michael seems to have found his footing with Dr. Fate here. And Augustine could be in trouble. He could be in trouble here. That move is really cool. That's a cool, doesn't matter who you are, that's a cool move. Oh, he misses the super that would have given him that decisive tie in the health department, but he recovers with a twirling hand. So now they're both tied on their final health. Let's see how they both respond here. Michael's going to take this. Augustine has no super meter left. Michael's going to go recover his health, and now that gives him that full advantage over Augustine. You can see the health meter is now, you know, a full to a half. Obviously, if Michael just hits a couple more combos, he can end this match quickly. Let's see what he does. Ooh, to the elephant. To the elephant. I love this interaction on the map. They add a little bit more of a splash to the fight than usual. But it looks like Michael's going to take this first round with Dr. Fate. Amazingly done. I mean, he kept his distance, used all his powers correctly, and he deserved his win. So going on to round 2, let's see how each fighter responds. We have a rematch, so we're going to have Dr. Fate again versus Flash. And let's see if Augustine can redeem himself here. And I want to take a minute right here and just kind of talk about the character designs. Obviously, NetherRealm Games took a little liberty on each character, but I think the designs overall for each of the characters that they made looks really good. Flash is still Flash, even though he has a little bit more of that Justice League look to him. It's not really a true Flash design, but it looks great. Dr. Fate, I mean, this should be the new Dr. Fate look. I love the style of the helmet, the Spartan style helmet, the cape, the gauntlet. This is a great design. And NetherRealm Games didn't really mess up any of these character designs, except for the Joker. The Joker looks horrible, but everybody else looks just about the par for course for who they represent in the DC Comics universe. And it looks like Flash has finally made his return, but Michael looks like to closing out this match with a tie of his own. So they're both tied 1-1 going into this round. Michael just needs to win here to move on. Augustine needs to win this round to keep this into a third round to decide the final victory. So let's see, will this hit? Michael with a block. Michael's that block just saved him a ton, because that would have been at least half of his health. That would have given Augustine an easy win. There we go. Looks like Augustine is finally going to. There he goes with the block and the drop kick, and we have a tie game at 1-1 going into round 3. Let's see how each of these two people respond. The winner here gets to move on, and go to the finals. So this is for bragging rights. This is for bragging rights. Once again, they're both doing a rematch. They're both comfortable with their characters, and they know their game plan. So let's see how they execute. And that flash move is just gorgeous. I mean, moves so fast you can't even see the punches, walks away and is still being punched. But looks like Augustine finally has a stride. He's going in for a lot of hits. Michael hasn't gotten a hit in him yet, and he's just, oh, there he is. This is the first 3 hits on Augustine. But looks like this is going to be an all Flash fight for right now, as Flash is just dominating. But Dr. Fate is doing some good counters here and finally getting some points off, but it's not enough to get him back into this game. He needs to really hit him with a lot of combos and a lot faster. These distant projectiles is not going to win the game for him at all. And there you have it. First blow goes to Flash, and Michael's down to his final life, while Augustine has at least a fourth of his life left. Super move triggers, and this is going to cost Michael dearly, as this is going to take at least half of his health meter away and give Augustine a great advantage with still his first health left and a full second health still remaining. Michael's trying to counter with the same thing, but Augustine blocks it. He hasn't landed that super move yet this whole tournament, but with that uppercut, he at least gets Augustine off his first set of life into his second set and might be able to come back and win this match. But the way these things are looking, Augustine just has a strong commanding lead over the Flash, and he's taking him to the cleaners right now. Michael's using all the moves he knows, but it's still not enough to get this match close, as Augustine still has a sizable lead. And it's getting close. There we go. These 2 combo hits are going to cost, and then 1 more set of combos, and that should be it for Michael. Ooh, with the tusk! The tusk! But that drop kick ensures that Augustine moves on to the finals. Great fight between these two. Amazing thing to watch. But at the end of the day, Augustine wins, and he gets to move on to the finals. Next, we have Matteo taking on Andreas for the final. Matteo coming in as Batman, and Andreas obviously sticking to his Black Canary. That's his go-to fighter, so let's see how he does. Right now it looks like Matteo doesn't care. He's taking Black Canary out, keeping the things close, as Batman should, to kind of take away a lot of Black Canary's abilities. And he just skillfully just dodged that scream. That scream has been doing a lot of damage to a lot of people this whole tournament, but it looks like Andreas has figured out how to do this and avoid getting hit. I mean, Matteo has avoided getting hit. And wow, that was decisive. A great show of strength for Matteo here. He just beating down on Andreas' Black Canary. He's not giving him a chance to do any of his moves that we've seen him do this whole tournament. That's giving him those wins to the final. Batman is really taking over that he can just control the air right now. He's really doing a lot of good air control here, not giving Andreas any movement, but that super move is still unblockable, and he still gets to start off and at least get this game a little bit close. But as you can see, it's not enough to even get past Matteo's first set of health, so Matteo still has a great advantage over Andreas, and he's going to use that to hopefully win this round. Oh, Andreas with that negation of that super move, keeping things close, and he's gonna, whoa, what's going on? Will Andreas take over and destroy, or is Matteo gonna make a good comeback here and win this first round? And there he goes with an uppercut. Matteo wins the first round quite decisively. It wasn't really a match to begin with, but he made it at least fair enough. They're both gonna do another rematch with the same characters. I think Andreas feels comfortable with what he's doing with Canary, that he thinks he has a chance, but Matteo's Batman is just deadly right now. He's controlling the air, he's avoiding all of Andreas' key hits, and he's just delivering his combos and spacing himself out to not get hit by any of Black Canary's crazy sound waves. Good dodge here, good cape hit. Matteo really just knows how to use Batman right now, and I think he's gonna stick with Batman and just keep fighting, because Andreas has no counter. No counter at all to this. He's just hitting him repeatedly, and even the things that were working for Andreas previously, Matteo has just negated all of it, and it is looking like a decisive control over this match. Another air control there, kind of keeping and the drop kick, guaranteeing him this victory. But Andreas needs to really just work into this, because this is not good. And Matteo hits him with that super move, which is going to knock away half of his health. And barring any sort of crazy comeback, it looks like Matteo is going to be moving on to the final. I can't believe this. None of Black Canary's moves have been effective for Andreas right now, and he is just getting taken to the cleaners. And Matteo, with that last kick, guaranteed himself a spot in the finals, going 2-0 in this match and take out Andreas. So now we have in the final Matteo versus Augustine, the rematch we've been looking for. These two are both the best players in this tournament, so let's see how and who they go with. Augustine's coming back with Green Arrow, and Matteo returning with Batman. Obviously these two are comfortable with their players, so let's see how they take this fight on. Off the bat, it looks like they both match with their player. Augustine's not giving any inch to Batman, and Batman is still taking on the hits and parrying and coming back. Amazing corner recovery there from Matteo. Alright, so the first set of health goes to Green Arrow. Augustine's down the lead, and so has a half of a life left on his first bar. So hopefully, let's see if he can keep this up. Matteo with the super move. Oh, and even with the twirling of the bow, Matteo has a couple invisible frames, and that gives him the lead into the super move. That is obviously going to balance out the power structure and give them both down to their final health. But do keep in mind though that Arrow still has a full super bar left, so he can still trigger this and win this round, or give himself a sizable advantage if he can get the super move off. But Mateo's having none of this, hitting him over and over with these combos. Who's going to bet the most here? Who has the most to bet? And it looks like Green Arrow is going to get a recovery in health. So now it's just about even, but you still have Matteo in the lead slightly with his health. Green Arrow is making a comeback here, and looks like amazingly he comes back and takes this first round. So the first round goes to Augustine. He needs one more win to win the overall tournament, but Matteo has to, put up a fight in round 2 and prevent that from happening. It looks like Matteo just has control of this match right now. He's hit the most, he's taken the most hits. Augustine, look, he's doing damage, but Matteo has negated all of that and really hit him with some decisive combos that's giving him a really close lead, and hopefully he can eke out this win in the first set of health bars. And with that uppercut, Matteo moves one step closer to tying this round. And once again, with that super move, there he goes. That is going to be costly. It looks like every time that super move is being triggered, Augustine's in another animation that he cannot exit from. and these are costing him dearly. Back down to half a health bar left, and Matteo still has his first set of health bars still full. This super move from Augustine is going to help, but it's not going to be enough right now to get him close to taking out Matteo. Matteo still has a full set of health bar left on his second red meter, and Augustine's down to his half. So let's see if Matteo can take advantage of this and hit him with a couple combos. Just needs to hit one more uppercut and he would have it. Oh, with the cape swipe, and Matteo takes round 2. Finals are tied 1-1. Final round between Augustine and Matteo. The winner gets to buy 2 comic books and be crowned the first winner of the Reality Comics Empire Comics Vault game tournament. And Matteo's taking this seriously. He's coming out swinging. Augustine hasn't really hit anything, and Matteo is just taking him out. Great use of the environmental here to stop Augustine dead and distracts in the air. But at the same time, Augustine still knows a couple tricks, and he is going to his tried and true bow. But Batman kick to the forehead in mid-air upside down gives Matteo one step closer to winning this whole entire tournament. Will Augustine come back? I mean, it looks really hard, but Matteo looks like he can control Batman and know exactly what he's doing with him. This is not looking too good for Augustine here. He needs to really just get his combos in and take away a lot of Matteo's strategy. Good job dodging that super move. That's the first time he's done that, and with that he has evened the match out to some degree, but he still has 2/3 of his health left. Matteo has a full health bar, and this needs to land. Good job. So let's see. With this, we should get at least a close final health bars left between the two. It's going to come down to who can land the most combos and who can really defend and parry and block. Batman, Matteo is hitting him, but Augustine's recovering. This is a really close final. The winner of this is going to be the winner of the entire... Oh my god, who's going to win this? One more hit from Matteo, and Matteo with the final hit. That cape parry is deadly, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first winner, Matteo, taking home the first set of comic books from our Injustice 2 competition. Thank you so much for watching, and special thanks to Empire Comics for hosting this whole event. If you guys want to come check out the next tournament, let us know what games you guys want us to play. We have Injustice, NBA 2K17. We can go even some racing in Forza, or we can try out the demo for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, or whatever the hell it's called. If you guys want to see us do more of these, please leave your comment in the comment section below and let us know what games you want to see us play next on the Reality Comics Empire Comics game tournament for next month in July. This has been the Voice of Fate. Thanks for watching, and like always, have a great one.